You guys, we're never gonna get out of this worldwide pandemic, are we? At this stage, I genuinely do not think so. Like, no. Because of these idiots that I'm gonna talk about. And I'm so angry, like, ugh. Someone commented on my last video in which I was talking about these influencer YouTuber parties, and they said, hey, you're all the way in Ireland. Stick to your Ireland business and stop talking about America. Let me tell you something, right? Our numbers may be better, our numbers may be good, our guidelines may be okay now. We're actually allowed to go to parties now over here in bubbles of people because our numbers are so good because we listened to the guidelines months ago. But you know what? That's not going to stop me, an Irish person, from talking about the parties that are happening around the globe that are therefore stopping the world from getting out of this pandemic. What the fuck's not clicking? I'm gonna try my best to not be like so overtly angry in this video, but at this stage, I genuinely do not give a fuck about censoring myself in terms of like, No, this is so ridiculous. How many influencer YouTuber parties have we talked about just on this channel, and we've given them these fucking warnings to stop, and the news outlets and the police and everything to fucking stop, and then how many more do we talk about after that? This isn't going to stop, and I don't know why. I genuinely do not know why this keeps happening. If anyone could possibly fucking enlighten me in the comments, then maybe that would be great. So Bryce Hall and the Sway House had probably the biggest party that has happened during quarantine for these influencers, and it happened last night. Celebrating Bryce Hall's birthday, and literally everyone was there. There were hundreds of people here. Inside, outside. Oh my god. Firstly, what I've pulled up here is a thread from Deaf Noodles on Twitter. Literally the most iconic person ever. I love you, I fuck with you hard. They put together this thread of videos from the night, okay? And I want to show you some just for a little bit of context. So thank you so much, Deaf Noodles. Make sure to support them on all their social medias. From last night. Oh my, I'm going to fucking scream. I'm gonna scream. I am gonna Not only did they throw a party, not only were they not abiding by the bubbles of people, look at this. No one social distancing, not one mask in sight. In California, by the way. This is in California. This is not in Ireland. This is not in the UK. This is not in any other place that has okay numbers right now. And then again, what is okay numbers? You know what I mean? Like, this is a fucking pandemic, end of. You so badly want to go to your party, if you literally need to go, wear your mask. Social distance. You're from California. Your numbers are getting worse by the day. No social distancing. Literally, they are cramped in there. Literally cramped in. Like, hugging, kissing each other, literally on top of each other. This is so frustrating. Does anyone else feel like they just need to fucking scream? But in the faces of these people. At a distance, of course. And so not only was inside the house packed, this was outside. Are you serious? Who's proudly going in these videos? How little self-respect you have to be in a video knowing that you're gonna get backlash for it, like posing and stuff. Like, fuck off. We all hate you. Am I out of my Red Bull already? Y'all made me so mad that I went through one of these already. I'm going downstairs to get another one. Hold on. My apologies. I'm back. Like, guys, I sound like a broken record, but for as long as this keeps happening, we have to keep talking about it because they can't get away with it. And I don't know if the aim is to be so controversial. Like, it's just so ignorant and so frustrating, and it's just... It's so upsetting. And just look again, no one is social distancing. Like, even just in this part right here. Do you see the amount of people that are just going back? And there's a pool there as well, and it's like... This is a new wave of influencer, right? This is kind of like MadCon, but only even MadCon were like a little bit better than this. But then again, MadCon didn't experience a worldwide pandemic. They probably would have done this as well, but it's like, again, in another video that we have right here, we can see huge swarms of people here. Why? Why? And do you want to see an even worse one? Look at this. Like, there's so many people that people are standing on the table. There's no room. This is ridiculous. Like, this does not even look fun. I'm sorry. Look at this man right here. Standing, doesn't look like he's having a good time, and he can't move because there's so many people around him. This is ridiculous in terms of social distancing, even if there wasn't a pandemic. If I go to a party and people get that close to me, I fucking leave. Don't invade my personal space. First of all, it looks like a shit party, but like, side comment. So back to the conversation. How little self-respect do they have for themselves? How little self-respect do their managements have? There's management behind these people. How embarrassing is that? These are your clients? I get it. Are you trying to push them to be the next controversial YouTubers? Like, it doesn't make sense. But also, management and the person aside, there are fans behind this. There are literally huge fan bases behind these people who are continuously throwing parties and ignoring the criticism for it. How little self-respect do you have to have as a fan, an individual, to support these people? That's so embarrassing. So I said this to my subscribers. I said, Bryce Hall and the Sway House threw another huge party last night in Hollywood Hills with hundreds of people. Keep in mind, probably the biggest party yet. Oh my god, nearly winded myself there. The party was stopped by the LAPD at 4 a.m. But here's the thing. What's going to happen going forward? Are they just going to give them a warning again because they're rich, and then whenever the next party happens, they'll stop it at maybe 3 a.m. Maybe an hour earlier, and then they'll be like, warning, don't do it again. What's the consequences? You know what I mean? For these influencers, what is the consequence? For us normal people, we'd be prosecuted. But for these rich people, a warning? Money? Like... Many creators and influencers were in attendance. Sighed, this is getting so frustrating. There were floods of people inside and floods outside. Sarah said it was stopped by the LAPD at 4 a.m. Okay, so not only did this party happen last night, it lasted all night. The time people would be going home anyways, I'm sure no one got fined. And yeah, keep in mind most people would go home at a party from around 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. if it was a really good party, so the LAPD just stopped it whenever everyone was going home anyway. What up with that? D. Bello said, it's sad that they don't think about all the hardworking doctors and nurses during these times. All they care about is themselves and their fun time. Doesn't even look that fun. Rose Petal Jam said, they're all narcissists with no moral compass. No wonder all the smart people are moving away from LA. Fiona said, can't believe these types of people are called influencers. Karma, do your thing, girl. Stephanie said, honestly, this behavior no longer surprises me at all. They're all entitled, selfish, and uncaring. Alexia said, they keep showing us that they care only about themselves. We should stop giving them the attention they crave. It's so sad that children look up to them. And that's the reason we will continue giving them attention for doing these parties. That children look up to them. They need to be called out. Otherwise, the children are just like, oh, they're getting away with it. Maybe I'll go party. No. Garden Girl NC said, at this point, they're just giving the public health and safety the middle finger. Hee-haw said, damn, I'm too scared to see my friends and they do this. It's so irresponsible, both for themselves and the example they are showing their audiences. This is not okay. Katie said, am I surprised? No. Am I disgusted and think they should be punished? Yes. Flightless said, this is really getting out of hand, and this is just my opinion of it as well. It's ridiculous at this stage. I hate how these influencers feel as if Corona is an exception for them. None of them are mature, and I am disappointed that we give these people platforms. Karma, do your thing. Melissa said, it's ridiculous how they keep doing this day after day with seemingly no regret. They may come out and apologize, but they'll continue partying and become better at hiding it that they are partying. Something should be done to stop them all from meeting up like this. Something with real consequences that will affect them immediately. Verity said, why aren't they being prosecuted? It is far beyond ignorant. They know what they are doing. Katie said, I don't know what goes through the minds of these influencers. Do they think they're in an untouchable bubble that they can do what they wish? No, I feel guilty seeing friends, even though where I live, rules are easing and I'm very conscious of regulations. Meanwhile, they're holding parties in LA where numbers are still rising. Do they not know the harm they are causing? Mahu said, I've been keeping my ass at home for nearly 6 months and you're telling me these people get to go to parties all night long? All I want to go to is the water parks. I'm rooting for you and it will be so worth it whenever you can. Maybe I'll come with. Fuel Addiction said, I mean, come on. At this point, I don't care how old any of these people are. Where are their parents? Because they missed a step where you teach your children right from wrong. Jupiter said, I'm honestly so tired of these people. I don't wish any bad on anyone, but they will only chill down and reconsider their actions if something bad happens to them. Like, why you got a party for? What is there to celebrate? Exactly! They piss me off so much, like they aren't aware that people are being so affected by this. Karma, baby, do your thing. Halima said, not a mask or 6 feet distance in sight. Take these idiots to jail, period. Misty said, only 4 AM, and this is such a thing. These parties were very loud from the video, so why did the LAPD only bust them and send it home and shut it down at 4 AM? If this party seemingly started at around 6 PM. Protests got shut down sooner. Protests got shut down within 30 minutes. But parties, they get to last all night. What the fuck is the difference? You said protests were not social distance gatherings, and you shut them down. You're not shutting down these parties? Because I'm ready to have that conversation. And I fucking mean it. Because I'm fed up. And everyone is fucking fed up. I'll read out one more. So Mia said, it seems like this keeps happening over and over and over and over again. They will never learn. They know people will get mad momentarily, but their 10-year-old fans will stay, and that's all they need. Clearly, they don't care about the influence they have on the children that support them. And where are the parents of the children that support them? Do your fucking job better. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap. You know what? I did. Most parents are aware of who their children support. Celebrity, YouTuber, influencer. Not even a little bit of research. They're in the news headlines every fucking week, so I'm sure if you make the connections, you'll know that that's who your child supports. Is that the influence you want to have on your child? Because great job. I'm mad, and I'm sure I'm going to have to talk about this again next week whenever another party is thrown. So stay tuned. Bye. Cut the cameras. Deadass.